My question, can you explain, let me take that comment away. Can you explain what exactly are your 10 employees? Because I believe you said, you could correct me, but I believe you
Mhm.
said you're going to have 10 employees. Can you
Sure.
explain like what those key positions will be as well as what they'll be doing and like what's their experience in real estate?
Yeah, sure. So we've got, let me write this down so I make sure I can follow along with it. So we have four people who are going to be doing construction and property management, not to include Lauren and myself. So we will call that the PM team. Then we've got myself. Then we've got Lauren, who does property management. Then we have a CPA who's been an accountant for like 40 years, runs a very successful business. And then we have an employee CPA, one more person on investor relations, and then we have sort of our COO. He's great as well. So we got, what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's the full 10. So someone who does operate like this. This is a full team here of 10 people. Not all of them are actually going to be on payroll right away because we don't want to spend investor money for people to sit around and twiddle their thumbs. So we're probably we're not going to move the 4 property management folks over or we'll just or I'll cover their payroll is personally what I'll probably do. We might actually just put all 10 people on payroll at HouseHack and then invoice me. I'm not sure about exactly how we're going to do this yet. Invoice me for the payrolls for the 4 property management team while I keep them busy on a 6 unit that we're renovating right now. And what's really cool about that is we have the team, but it costs HouseHack $0 while they're just like on standby, which is great because I don't want people to feel like they're paying for people to sit around. So we're not going to have a charge for them until we need them. I get nothing until IPO. Lauren gets nothing until IPO. And then the CPA and IR and operating staff, that's a potential max of 4 payrolls. But some of those will also have like 50% of their payrolls reimbursed until we actually get to full operating because I'll just keep them busy doing something else. Again, I only want them to charge for work that they're actually doing for HouseHack. So we're going to have we'll probably have the equivalent of like 2 payrolls until we actually start buying properties. And then we can flick a switch and be at 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever we need quickly because we already have those property or those individuals under my management. They're just at different companies now when we move them over when we need them.
How much? I'm assuming all of you all are getting stock, right? Even the employees, they're all getting stock. I'm
Correct.
assuming, right?
Yeah, and Lauren gets no paycheck. I get no paycheck. Lauren gets no paycheck. We get stock. So the way that's going to work, we're still finalizing those details, but it'll probably be something between 25 to 30% that'll be a stock comp award for the founding team in terms of IPO shares awarded. And the way that'll work is they'll only be awarded if the individuals work with the company for 4 years. Now, what's really incredible about that is, they only get 25% every year that they're here. So if they leave after 1 year, they only have 25%, right? So the founding team is really incentivized to make it to IPO. Then when we make it to IPO, they will only be awarded shares if the investors' money doubles. That is, these original investors who are investing at 1-to-1, they have to double their money. And then we get options granted. Those options will be locked up. Well, 80% of those options are expected to be locked up on IPO day. So 20% would be available for sale. The other 80% is subject to lockup with 20% rolling off every year thereafter. So it's like a really, really strong incentive to bring a very strong product to IPO where we don't get paid unless investors at least get a double. Well, the people who are only getting stock comp, right? So I only get paid and Lauren only gets paid if investors get a double and subject to these vesting and lockup requirements. So it's pretty stringent. Like we're basically saying we're only making money here if HouseHack kills it for the next decade.